everyone, and welcome to Dice to Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on the planet, where we answer hard questions like, which of the gods is the most eligible bachelor?
Caden.
I think we all had the same idea.
Which of the gods is the second most eligible bachelor? That's a harder question, right?
It is harder because obviously it's Kid and Kaelin. He's hot. Everyone wants to fuck him. I want to fuck him.
Mm-hmm. And he is permanently not settling down, which is because that's the next thing. Some of the gods are already taken.
That's true.
Sarenrae, Shelyn, who Shelyn almost certainly would have been if she weren't dating the sun and the moon. Props to her.
At the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Iomade?
Probably. Iomade may or may not be taken.
Well, I feel like that would be like
by a dragon.
That's a rumor, and it's not true.
Well, then tell me, Dave, why there's a silver dragon demigod who calls her mother.
Yeah, well, shut up.
Maybe it's like a Zeus and Athena situation where the dragon popped out of her head. I don't know.
That's true.
There's no father.
That could be how it is.
God lore can be fucking weird. We don't know everything.
What about? Well, Torag has a wife and kids, so it's not him.
Okay.
Zon-Kutan?
Definitely not.
Is he
depends on what you're into.
Eligible is the issue.
He may be a bachelor, but he is not fucking eligible.
Fine.
There's no way in hell. Is Callistra with anyone?
She isn't. There we go. Callistra, everyone's favorite dommy mommy.
Good God.
All right.
What about the one Imperial Lord? Arshay, is it?
Arshay, that's true as well. Like, considering how much he loves being trans and having sex, yeah. I think she's immediately extremely eligible. I fucking love her. We did it. We answered another hard question, I think.
Sure.
Wow.
I think it also just depends on your taste, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Because to someone, Zakuthon could be up there.
He's definitely at the bottom of the list, not because he's with anyone.
He does skin people.
He does do that. I don't think he's interested in dating.
That is true as well. I think he's just interested in torture.
Skinning people.
He's interested in killing everyone.
Yeah.
Would we like to get in? We're talking a lot of funny shit considering what the fuck is going on.
Well, I don't. You know what? It's good to linger on the fun moments where an entire city and millions aren't dead.
It's good to remember what happiness feels like, right? just consider the moment. Just pause for a minute and consider what it feels like for a second, and then we can hop in.
So. Pause, and it's gone. Previously in Fists of the Ruby Phoenix, our heroes fought for the championships. After a dinner with Haojin, where they learned a lot about her past, the Radiant Winds banded together to fight against the finalists of the Ruby Phoenix tournament, the Lightkeepers. It was a close match with everyone taking some serious blows, but ultimately, justice triumphed, and the Lightkeepers were defeated. However, just before they were able to claim the title of Ruby Champions, a strange portal opened out at the bay, and coming out from the sea came a massive saurian behemoth, King Mogaru, the Kaiju King, here to lay waste to the city of Goka, and, according to Haojin, not here by accident. She vanished, and now a strange dirge plays over the city, and everything is falling into chaos. So, the sky is turning orange with smoke. Stomping through the middle of Goka comes King Mogaru, his twin tails smacking over buildings like they're made of building blocks. His feet stomp into the ground, but leaving imprints in the cobblestones, showing his presence. People run and scream as this titan makes the city his playground, roaring out and blasting streams of magma into the air. He picks up a bus and he throws it back down as he makes his way to the center of town. Whoa, they say he's gotta go. Go, Mogaru. Hey, how the fuck are we today, everyone?
don't even know.
You guys are like watching this. All the other teams have dispersed and gone their own ways to go help the many people. And he's like currently stomping through the city. You have a moment where you're all just kind of sitting there staring. How are you doing? What's up?
There's just shock.
I mean, yeah.
It's a pretty good reaction to have to this.
Yeah. I mean, like 5 seconds ago, they won the fucking Ruby Phoenix tournament. And that's great and all.
Again, 5 seconds ago, they were experiencing happiness.
King fucking Magaru is here.
Who has,
Yeah.
again, been missing for a long, long time.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's the
He
story?
just showed up.
Let's delve into that. What's that lore?
As this weird music plays in the air and Mogaru roars, you guys can start talking. Because Lolo's on your shoulder being like, Radiant wins. This may be a controversial statement, but I don't think we can fight that.
Lolo, I know we can't fight that.
I know we can't fight that.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. Didn't you want to fight Mogaru before, Chuji? Wasn't that a whole thing on Danger Island?
Yeah. I mean, I still do, but holy fuck, are you looking at him?
I think that was also a compulsion thing.
That was, and I still feel it, but
I think being alive is maybe a better idea.
I think that's absolutely overpowering my need to kill King Magaru. How the fuck are we gonna distract him and get him back to sea?
I don't know, maybe like fleas distract a fucking animal, just be as annoying as possible, drag him into the ocean?
I guess, but we're tiny compared to him.
We just had him be really annoying, really big, really annoying. Lolo?
Everyone, I don't mean to alarm you. He is headed towards the Seven Dragons Bridge.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And as you all look up, he is indeed turning and starting to stomp towards this bridge, which, I remind you, is one of the most busy bridges in the city, linking the north half and the south half of Goka together. And he is slowly trotting towards it, his attention caught by something. And there are a lot of people on that bridge.
We need to go, now.
That means there's no time to waste, we gotta move.
How the fuck are you gonna get there?
I assume that they're running towards him, but as they're running, Chuji looks over at Senku, and Chuji's like, can Lolo still do big dragon shit?
I'm not fucking doing that!
You can come back, we can't! I'm just saying, man.
I know I come back like sea foams in the waves, but I can still experience untold amount of pain from being lasered by a kaiju!
You just have to be faster. I will buy you an entire fucking bakery.
If that is Sanku's will, then I will follow.
Well, if we need to. Yeah, I don't want to just do it immediately or anything. I don't exactly enjoy you not being around all day.
I think you're saying this as you're like, Sanku, you're on your broom, Chuji, you're fucking running. Which of you is carrying Masami? Because...
Masami has a fucking winged invisible chain shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. They have shadow wings right now.
You're all dashing through the group.
Senku can just not drive. Senku can take Chuji, like on the.
Chuji's
string.
running. Chuji has extreme speed while they're in Stoke Flame Sense.
Yeah,
Chuji's literally the
True.
fastest of us right now.
Okay, true.
they're slaying.
So, you guys are saying this as you're darting through the streets. Masami with your wings, Sanku on your broom, Chuji just fucking running as fast as you can. And I think because of that, you do get to the Seven Dragon Bridge before King Mogaru does. But not by much. Not by much. This towering, mile-tall Saurian stomps through the cities, knocking buildings over and roaring. And for a moment as you're getting closer, the music is louder, and you don't know what's up with that. However, there are a lot of people on this bridge, and we're going to enter initiative for something very strange. I want all of you to roll me initiative real fast. And like I said, King Mogaru is too strong to fight. He is not a single creature. He has no HP. He has no AC. it doesn't matter. You would not be able to destroy him. Only a kaiju can kill another kaiju.
Yeah.
What he does have, however, are several hazards. And those hazards, some of them are going to be lower level than other ones. Some of them are going to be much higher level than others. Basically, this encounter will be you guys each trying to get enough people off the bridge before King Mogaru makes contact with it. As he gets closer, some of those hazards are going to start triggering. Are you all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so, top of the order, Senku, Witch Prince of the Sea, it is your turn. Essentially, I'm going to give you an extra free round, but you're going to need to make rolls or cast spells or do stuff to help people off the bridge as quickly as possible. Within 4 rounds, everyone on this bridge is dead, because the bridge is going to be burst off open.
Okay.
There's a total, you'll need to get a total of 5 groups of people off this bridge.
Okay.
And you have 4 rounds to do that.
Sure. I'll do that. I don't think that I've got any spells that are particularly made for anything other than fighting right now.
You're in the middle of a fighting tournament, so obviously you have spells for it.
Yeah, like he'd have moved stuff out, but he's just been prepared for a fighting tournament for so long.
So if you have skills, I will allow you to use them.
I've got diplomacy. If I could like try and direct evacuation,
Okay.
would that be an option?
Yeah, absolutely. So do you want to roll me a diplomacy check?
Yeah. 39.
39 is going to be a pass. Senku, how do you do this? What happens as you start guiding some people off the bridge as King Mogaru approaches?
I think because people are panicking, and Senku is well aware of the type of, I think he's aware that because he was in the tournament just now, people would be aware of who he is. So I think that he hams up the magical boy persona, and he's like, "I'm here to help you guys this way." And I think he's sort of, I think he makes a little magic, like water, like sparkly arrow with the way that you're supposed to go.
Okay. I think that works. And Senku, you cheer and you point, and certainly people start running in the direction that you are pointing to. And that's going to be 1 out of 5 groups of people off this bridge.
Awesome.
Next in the order is gonna be Chuji. Chuji, he's getting closer. The music is swelling, and King Mogaru his eyes are glowing.
So Chuji could just fucking yell at some bitches.
Yep. Well, if you have a skill roll you want to make, you can make it. If you want to literally grab people and start carrying them around, if you can roleplay it, I will allow it.
That's probably going to be the case, because any kind of social role I have whatsoever is below 5.
Okay.
So I genuinely think Chuji is gonna like pick some people up, and like while they do, they're screaming at like other people from that group to follow them.
Okay.
So can I roll athletics for that?
Yeah, athletics will do well.
44.
A 44, that will do it. Okay. Chuji, I think there's like a woman, and she's like, there's a child who's like staring up at King Mogaru in awe, and King Mogaru roars really loudly, and that sound wave like knocks the child back a few feet, and the woman is grabbing him and trying to pull him away, but the kid is transfixed in terror. And then you rush up, grab him, and put him like both over one shoulder each, and he's like, "Come on!" That's some other people, you know.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any words of encouragement for them?
Let's go! You wanna fucking die?
So roll me that athletics, 44.
Yeah, 44.
Cool, yeah, you absolutely do it. Chuji, as you sprint off with these people, that is going to be another group out of the way. Which is good, because he's getting very close now. Masami, it is your turn. There's 3 groups of people left on this bridge, and King Mogaru, after this turn, he's going to arrive at the bridge.
Okay.
And that will be bad.
Okay.
What do you do?
So I imagine that hazards aren't magic-based.
No, he is, in fact, a giant fucking dinosaur.
Okay.
Certain hazards might have magical aspects to them, but right now the threat you see is him literally walking into the bridge and starting to rattle it around.
Alright. Then I think what they're going to do is... So people here have taken, like, physical education, or at least done sports. Do you guys remember suicide runs?
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh my god.
So it's... I did this while I did soccer. You basically run, like, like a quarter of the length of a soccer field. Then you run back. Then you run half the length. Then you run back. Then you run the full length. Then you run back. And you do that over and over again, basically. Masami is going to do that with their wings, and I'm going to use acrobatics.
I'll allow it, because one of the acrobatics things is to maneuver in flight. So yeah, go for it.
Okay. 43.
Easy stuff. Masami, you fly in, you fly out, you fly in, you fly out. You are grabbing as many people as possible, and it is great. Stuff is good. You got them. So that's going to be 3 out of 5 crowds dispersed. And unfortunately, this is where stuff is going to get bad. Because now, standing closer than you had ever dared fear, is King Mogaru. Helpless people on the subway train scream to God as he gets in their way. He grabs onto the top of the bridge, and he kind of roars and starts shaking it a little bit back and forth, and you guys are shifting. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And the bridge, this magnificent piece of history, the Seven Dragon Bridge, begins to collapse.
Oh, fuck.
And
Oh,
you
God.
guys are going to need to make me a reflex save, I'm afraid, as boulders and like basically massive chunks of rubble start to rain down and crash into the bridge.
But a crit success.
Same.
Oh my god, okay, excellent stuff.
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
rolled a fucking nat 20, I think.
Yep, you
Yep.
did. Every single one of you got a critical success, which is really impressive. So, I'm gonna need to make a flat check real fast to see if the bridge collapses and instantly kills you all.
Okay.
18. You're good for now. But the DC is gonna start getting higher and higher each turn until it is no longer possible.
Okay.
On top of that, each of you got a critical success. So, you guys are going to avoid taking any damage, but the building, like the bridge itself, is going to take some of that damage for you. Mm-hmm. And what's worse is that rubble has blocked off the exit, so people are not going to be able to run away. And these last two crowds are very afraid because, hello? Are you seeing it? King Mogaru, a living volcano, roars out next to them and shoots a beam of magma into the air. Senku, it is your turn. There's a big fuck-off boulder blocking people's exit, and there's still people on this bridge.
Okay.
If you want to take care of the people, Chuji can take care of the boulder.
But it's blocking their way.
Oh shit, you're right.
I would allow you to swap places with Chuji initiative. This isn't a regular combat, so I will allow you to wait for Chuji to go first.
I mean, yeah, you can do that if you want to. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, Senku, you're kind of staring at this kind of anxiously, trying to figure out how the hell. When Chuji dashes forward. And Chuji, what is your plan to get rid of this boulder?
Oh, my beautiful new feat, adamantine fists. I can
Oh
fucking
my god!
kill and destroy. Your blows are as hard, or as the hardest of metals. Your unarmed attacks are treated as adamantine. So Chuji's going to attack the boulder and try to fucking just destroy it.
Okay. So the way that adamantine works is that, first off, your fists are super lightweight, but also you treat any object you hit as if it has half as much hardness as usual. Okay? Mm-hmm. So the hardness of this boulder, just so you know, is 10. You will ignore half of that. So you need to destroy this boulder. It is a fairly sizable piece of rubble. I think it's nearly like probably one of the dragons itself. What do you do? How do you get rid of it?
I think they flurry of blows it so hard.
Okay.
It's that I can't remember if it's from fucking JoJo or Hunter x Hunter where someone like shatters a fucking rock.
Okay, I like that. Okay, cool. You're gonna need to make me these attack rolls.
Okay. Or maybe they kick it to pieces. Maybe they're in dragon stance. 37 and a 35.
Okay, a 37 and a 35. Yeah, I think because this is just an inanimate object, our AC is not going to be very high. Those are both crits.
Sick.
So let's see how much damage you can do.
Oh, they're both crits. Then those are both times 2. 40 and 54.
Okay, 40 and 54. So that is going to be 94 damage, minus 10 because of hardness. Mean that's 84 damage. Shuji, you have one action left. You like pum pum twice, and it's starting to crumble into pieces, but you've one action left.
They're gonna do it again.
Okay, go for it.
And that's gonna be a 38. They're just gonna hit it again.
Okay, a 38 is going to be another crit. Roll me that damage.
68. God damn it. This fucking went off.
So close, doesn't matter. Shuji, you leap forward with this last attack and shatter the piece of rubble into pieces. And the people, if they weren't so fucking scared, would be cheering for you right now. You turn, you bow, and Chuji, that is your turn. Sanku, you see Chuji smash those boulders up, and you can get people off the bridge now.
Awesome. I think then I'm just going to continue using diplomacy. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
40.
Okay, that'll do it. Sanku, what do you say to these people who are running the fuck away?
I think that he notices people panicking. He's like, "Stay calm, it's okay, just go this way, I promise, you'll be alright." And he's like leading people.
Okay, that's getting the last of the people are running off, and that is going to be your turn, Sanku, as you start guiding them. Masami, it is your turn. There's only one group of people left, and they are not looking like they are getting away, but this bridge could go down any second, and you guys have not had a chance to get off the bridge yet. What do you do?
I think I'm just gonna do the same thing of just try to fly them off as quickly as possible. So another acrobatics check?
Yes, please.
With a hero point, because holy shit, I think that's horrible.
That could have been very bad. That was a nat 1, I'm afraid.
Use that up. That sucks that I have to use that immediately. And I get a 3 instead? Okay, fucking 31, I guess.
A 31 is unfortunately not going to do it. But it's not a crit fail, which means that you don't immediately trigger another quaking footfall. Which would have meant 2 in a row, which I can assure you would have been a bad thing. A very, very bad thing. Masami, I think it's not you. I don't think it's you. You are a very fast person. It's just that some of the people on this bridge have started running the opposite direction. Thinking, there's a boulder, we'll go the other way. And now they're making a fucking marathon sprint across the longest bridge in Tiansha as King Mogaru is attacking it. And like, there's only so much you as a human being can do, you know? Or Kitsune. You are going as fast as you can, and I think you wince because you see a boulder that's about to come down on a young man, only for that boulder to be smashed to pieces in midair by something that flies past it and then lands and stands tall. And it is Bhavana Watergase of the Arms of Balance, along with the other tree, who come on and they say, Masami, it looks like you could use a hand.
Oh my god, thank the gods that you arrived. I could use so many hands right now.
I think Bhavana nods a little bit anxiously, but Raunak kind of punches his fist and says, well, how does 8 hands sound? And 2 feet with opposable tongues.
Fucking perfect. Anything, God, please.
So, the Arms of Balance are here to give you a hand. Bumat, Sumita, Bhavana, and Raunak are going to be helping you on your next turn. To help you guys as well specifically get off. But unfortunately, the bridge starts shaking again, and King Mogaru is starting to literally shove through it. So everyone, you are all going to need to make me a reflex save, please.
I get a crit success here? I'm so mad.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay, you rolled a failure, Chuji. You're gonna go for success? Yeah, crit success. Okay, sure, fuck it.
And then I rolled a regular success. I rolled a 42.
So everyone crit succeeds except Sanku. Sanku, you are going to take half of 6d6 bludgeoning damage. That's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage as...
No. No.
Oh my god. You're resistant to it.
Yeah. So instead of 15, I take 4.
Oh my god, Sanku. Literally, a boulder, like a fucking, like, piece of concrete falls on top of you and then smashes into pieces around you.
And he goes, oh my god, I only got a scratch.
Well done, Sanku. See, standing in the waves was really helpful after all.
Yeah, but it was boring. I wanted to eat treats.
And now I'm going to make a flat check to see if the bridge collapses. 14, you are very lucky today, everyone. The bridge does not collapse. Chuji, it is your turn. The arms of balance are here, and they are helping you bring people back towards you. So you will have a +1 on any rolls you make this turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
I get the fuck off the bridge.
Okay. Well, how do you do it? Because there's still one group of people left.
Oh, right, yeah.
You can get off the bridge and let someone else handle it.
No, I'll get it. I'll get them. It's okay.
And on that day, Chuji went from chaotic neutral to chaotic good.
No, they're still chaotic neutral, don't worry. I mean, probably the same thing that they were doing before. They pick someone up, they grab... they, like, throw them over their shoulders, they're, like, dragging someone by their hand, etc., etc.
Okay.
I mean, they're not going back for anyone, like, they're leaving with these people.
Okay. So make me a legs check, and you're leaving while you do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
32?
Unfortunately, that's not going to do it. I think, Chuji, you grab, like, one person, and then, like, another person's like, wait, no! And you're like, you don't care, we're going. You take that kid, and you fucking dash. Which, you know what? Fair enough. King Mugaru is, like, literally, you can see the bridge is starting to crack in half.
Yeah.
Like, any second now, the structural support is going to come apart, and that bridge is going to fall into the sea. Sanku, it is your turn. Chuji's off the bridge, there's still people left. The arms of balance are here and they are helping, so you'll have +1 to your roll. Are you still guiding them off, or what's the plan?
Yes, I think Senku is like laser focused on getting as many people out of here as possible.
Okay.
29?
That's not going to do it, Sanku. I think you are starting to yell out, but your voice is getting drowned out by the roars of King Mugaru, and I think you're starting to actually feel a little bit afraid. So even though you are shouting out into the crowd, it's not working. Do you want to leave?
No.
You're going to stay here, even though that will put you in the blast of another, potentially falling into the sea below.
He's flying right now, but
Oh yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. You could get knocked off.
He's an Undyne. He's not afraid of being in the water at all.
Okay. Still a big risk to take.
Is that the only action that I have?
Yep. Unfortunately, that'll be your turn.
Okay.
Masami, it's your turn. You see Sunita, you see Bhavana, they're all dragging these last stragglers off the bridge. But that thing is going to fall, and if you don't get out of here, you're going to get hurt. You have... what do you do?
Is the other group still there?
Yes, there's still one group of people.
They're going for it.
Okay. Make me that acrobatics roll.
47.
Wow, okay. Masami, you grab these people, and I think what you do is you grab onto Raunak and Bhavana's hands, and Bhavana, grabs a kid in one arm, and Raunak grabs two more people, and you start dragging them along as they're dragging people along, and it becomes this, crowd of people being guided along by you as you dash forward off the bridge. And do you leave? Because the only person left now is Sanku.
Can they grab Senku?
I don't think so. Not with your hands so full.
Okay. Alright, then they're gonna leave.
Okay, you're off the bridge. Sanku, you stay here, still calling out to everyone, and you see the last people leave the bridge. And then you hear an awful metal groaning as the bridge begins to be torn asunder. So make me another reflex save as the bridge is now just collapsing completely around you.
A 30?
A 30 is going to be a fail. You're going to take full damage.
That's okay.
That is going to be 22 bludgeoning damage.
11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, Sanky, you take 11 bludgeoning damage. And now the bridge itself. I rolled a 4. Senku, as you are flying, you see this bridge being ripped up by King Mugaru. And he shoves right through, and it starts to collapse. These beautiful, century-old pieces of architecture falling. So Senku, as the Seven Dragons Bridge is destroyed, which is pretty bad.
Yes, it is.
Pretty bad. You remember flying over this thing during the Drake race, and now it's gone. This is the place with the hoops. Do you remember that? Good times. Anyway.
Oh, man.
You need to make me a reflex save.
That's fine. 42.
At 42. That'll pass, but you're still going to take half damage,
That's fine.
which is going to be 20d6 bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. Sure, why not?
So Senku does go, oh shit!
Oh, shit!
69 bludgeoning damage! Take a hero point!
Thank you, I will.
The bridge collapses around you. Half of that is going to hit you, and you'll resist it as well, so, you know, all's well. You're going to take a total of 34 minus 11, 23 damage to you, Senku. Only 23 damage from the absolute destruction of one of the greatest pieces of architecture in the world. Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, why not?
Dash off the bridge with the arms of balance, and you land and turn as King Mugaru rips through the bridge and starts stomping inland into Goka, roaring as he goes.
We need to get him to go back!
The people that are like here kind of cheer for you, and Ivana comes up to you all and says, "Are you all safe? Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I hardly got injured.
We're fine. It's the rest of the city that I'm more worried about, though.
Yeah.
Bumat nods and says, "We've all split up and we're trying to put out as many fires as we can, literally and metaphorically." And Raunak kind of looks up and says, "I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to beat this thing in a fight. We're just going to have to outlast it or figure out why he's doing this."
We're supposed to, distract it. Weren't we supposed to take it out back into the ocean? Or get it to come back?
Yeah. We are.
Sunita shrugs and says, "How on earth did you propose to do that?"
Maybe if we made something really big happen in the ocean that would catch his attention?
I think they all turn and look at Mugaru, and I want you guys to make a perception check too.
Sure. Is this a blind?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And Masami, I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Senku, you are fairly sure that your big explosion thing to distract him is the best thing to do. Chuji, you don't think that'll work. And Masami, you think, just by looking at Mugaru, it seems that he's looking for something. He didn't just run through the bridge for no reason. You notice that he seemed like drawn to it.
He's searching.
Searching?
He's moving with a purpose. I'm not sure exactly what he's looking for, but there's something that's drawing him more into the city.
What is he heading towards?
What is
As you
in
just
that
watch
direction?
him, he's like walking up the river, and then he turns and he looks over to the left, and he starts walking over that way, and then like he turns and looks to the right, and he starts walking. It's almost like he's just ambling through the city and like destroying whatever in his way.
Uh-huh.
You cannot see any rhyme or reason to what he's doing. But I do think, Chuji, as you're looking at trying to figure out where he's going, you notice something in his path.
Mm-hmm.
The Grand Gokan Museum.
Shit. I don't think that the explosion thing is gonna work, but we seriously need to do something right now.
Where is he?
Okay.
He's headed towards the museum.
Everyone move. Now.
Okay.
Senku.
Okay.
That's fine.
You guys gonna run again?
Yep.
Yep.
So, I want you all to make me an athletics check, or in your case, Senku, a nature check. Actually, I guess you all have your own ways of mobility, huh? Senku, make me a nature check. Masami, make me an acrobatics check. And Shuji, make me an athletics check. You are all hustling that way. That'll pass. Okay, each of you, you hustle successfully as you dash through the streets past these people who are running the opposite direction towards from you, leaving the arms of balance going their way, like leaving the arms of balance in the dust. As you dash away, Vivian looks to the others and says, okay, let's go. Follow their example. Let's go help some people. Radiant Winds, you dash towards the museum, which King Mogaru is headed directly towards. And I think, Chuji, you see, running down the steps of the museum is your mom, carrying as many artifacts as she can.
Oh my god. Okay.
But the footsteps of King Mogaru are getting too close, and I think she freezes up as she looks up in awe as he is getting closer and closer to just fucking walking through the building.
They're immediately shouting for her and running towards her to grab her. They do not care about the artifacts in her hands.
Okay. How shall we resolve this? Because you are currently racing against King Mogaru. Do you want to have a one-on-one chase?
I would love to have a one-on-one chase with you right now.
Okay, so he is extremely fast, right? So because he's very big, it's just the nature of how things are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give him 1d6 chase points every turn, and you are going to have to get to 6 before him. How's that sound?
Okay.
So first turn. Chuji, you are sprinting, you are dashing, you are weaving through the crowd. Right now, I think the crowds are mostly empty, so I will let you just roll athletics, unless you have some other way you want to get up.
I can use my hop in, but
Hopping stride, I will allow that.
okay. Maybe acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, I'll let you roll acrobatics or athletics, your choice, your call.
Athletics, it's one higher. My god, 33.
I'll allow that. That gets you 1 chase point. Scary stuff.
Scary.
But he also only gets 1. Chuji, you are running side by side with King Mogaru as he stops and turns and listens in the air to that weird music that's overwhelming the city.
Okay.
You have another, it's your turn again. Do you want to make me another roll? I think by now you're kind of like, there's some people who are running away, so they're like, they're kind of acting as difficult terrain in a way. How do you want to get past them?
I think this whole time that they've been in Stoked Flame stance.
Yeah, for sure. In that case, I will say you got 2. You're actually ahead of King Mogaru.
Okay. They honestly, I think Chuchi might have pushed 1 or 2 people over on the way. I'm gonna be real with you.
Do you want to make me an attack roll against these innocent civilians? Is that what you'd like to do? I'll allow it. I'll let you get those points.
No, I was just giving you some flavor.
I'll let you do it. I know you got a high attack roll.
Derry, do you know what would happen?
Yeah, that's an attack and more of like, get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way.
They're not
You're
like
not
punching
You're not
these people.
hurting them. Yeah, you're not. You're just dashing past them like,
Yeah, but our attacks are for people who are our level. These are civilians. These are people who are level 0. They would kill them.
I am counting it as a troop of people. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Here's the tag. It's a 44.
That I will count as a crit.
Okay.
So
my God.
you are now. That brings you up to a total of, I will say, because you're in Stoked Flame stance, so I'm doubling how much you get. That's going to be 2, 6. I actually think you get there, Chuji.
Okay, cool. Thank God.
Which is great, because King Mogaru also gets there. So with a 6, he is now basically right behind you, Chuji, as you're running up to your mom. And she looks at you with wide eyes, and she only has time to say, Chuji, as you are approaching her.
They
What
fucking
do you do?
tackle her to the side.
Okay, make me an athletics roll.
I imagine they like roll down the stairs together. It's gonna be a 32.
Yep, I'll pass.
Okay.
Chuji, you shove her out of the way, and King Mogaru starts walking up the ramps of this hill towards the museum. And then the damnedest thing happens. The museum sinks into the floor.
What?
It just... It falls like there was a massive hole beneath it.
Before he steps on it?
Yep, right before King Mogaru lands through this fucking place, it just sinks into the ground like there was a hole in it.
What the fuck?
Masami, are you flying?
They're flying.
You get an aerial view of what just
They
happened.
can see this, can't they?
Yeah, you see that portal open up underneath the museum.
I'm sorry, what?
A massive portal opens up beneath the museum and swallows it whole and then blinks out.
Wait.
Shuji, you have your mom, and she's holding those artifacts, and she stares up and says, "You saved me."
Yes, you're my fucking mom.
She
Put
fucking
those
drops
down.
those
We need to
artifacts.
get out of-
She drops those artifacts, they clash her into pieces on the ground, and she hugs you.
They hug her back.
She pulls back this. Shuji, what is happening?
I don't know, but I need to get you out of here, okay?
I don't think there's anywhere in the city that's safe right now.
So then you need to leave.
Shuji, do you have any knives on you?
Knives? Yeah. I have a hook sword.
I think she smiles and blinks away tears and says, "That'll do. Give me it."
Okay, sure. She like reaches into their bag and pulls it out.
She takes that Auroran hook sword you got from Danger Island, and she clutches it and says, "You're right. There's no sense just putting yourself in danger. So that's why I'm exactly going to do that, just like you." And your mom, the former adventurer, who had previously put it all behind her, stoked by your bravery, takes that sword and gets ready to go help more people evacuate.
Oh. Chuji looks like... I don't know. For a second, they look like a kid again, and they're looking up at their mom like that's their role model their entire life.
Well, there you go. Masami and Sankyu, you catch up with Chuji, only to see Shi Li Hua running away holding a fucking hook sword from the Temple of Aurori.
Did you give your mom that sword?
She kind of really wanted it.
Has your mom fought before? I thought she was just the museum lady.
Yeah, she used to be an adventurer like us. Sorry, I kind of never got to that part.
Well, I mean, you don't need to tell me everything about your mom or anything. That's not something that really comes up in conversation all the time. What?
She kind of kicks ass.
Well, I mean, your mom is definitely very cool.
I mean, at the very least, the extra hands are amazing. I need to tell you about what the fuck just happened there.
Yeah, what?
Portal.
Portal?
It just took your mom's museum.
Holy shit.
Why this one specifically?
Maybe
the
that
museum?
was...
It has like tons and tons of really, really expensive, old, and powerful relics. If any building, was to get portaled,
Maybe it was the Ruby Phoenix. Maybe she did that.
maybe lots of her relics
I mean,
are
she
inside
has-
of there.
She kind of really likes relics, so there's every chance she did that.
Right now, in the middle of a kaiju attack? Surely she has better priorities.
I don't know how she works. Either way, we should probably try and actually do something to get King Mogaru. We're supposed to get him into the ocean again, right?
Yeah, and he's about as far away as from it he can be.
Yeah, he's like in the middle of the city at this point.
He can't see us. We're too small for him to see. We need to find out a way to make him look at us.
You're thinking too small again, Chuji.
What?
And 3 shadows drop behind you and flourish. Junxiu, Halspin the Stone, and Liang Shen, his eyes ignited.
Hi?
Stop thinking about how you can get it out of here. Start thinking about how it got here. What the hell is happening?
Didn't he come out of a portal or something?
Yeah.
But then why exit the portal towards us?
I don't know.
To kill us?
He's an animal. He's not driven to kill for the sake of killing. There has to be some reason he's here.
Well, what reasons do animals have to do things? If they're hungry, or they're in pain, or they're looking for somewhere to sleep?
We do have the answer. Oh my god.
Oh, Chuji! Tell me, go on!
Hey, how about those eggs that we found? The eggshells. Do you remember that?
Wait,
Is it looking for... Stop it!
no, you're
Fucking
fucking...
babies.
You can't be serious.
Do you have any pieces of the eggshell or something? What can we...
I took some, and
Yeah,
should
Chuji, you literally have several parts of that giant eggshell you found on Danger Island. The eggshell that was the size of a house.
Oh my god, your
You
obsession.
took some of those pieces.
Your obsession with monster parts. Chuji, you're a fucking lifesaver.
The egg that looked like a dinosaur, but not like any dinosaur you'd ever seen before. The egg that had markings showing it had been at the bottom of the sea. The egg with no baby in sight.
That's where King Magaru's been. He's been a dad.
Oh
He had a kid?
my god.
so, if... Oh my god. Where would you keep a kaiju baby?
Maybe...
Shen is like, raising hands. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
We found an eggshell
Yeah.
on Danger Island that was the size of a house, and we had no idea what it was, but I think it was King Magaru's egg.
Shen wrinkles his face, and Junxiu rubs her chin and says, well, some dinosaurs are known for their hermaphroditic tendencies. Males turning into females in order to lay eggs.
Out of
King
character.
Magaru's trans?
It would seem so.
Well,
That would... Gender fluid King Magaru.
them being a trans icon aside,
An
Just a
explosion
second.
goes off and hundreds of people died.
Oh my god.
maybe we should figure out, should we find his baby, or should we try and lead him towards, where's the baby? Would it be
That's
underwater
what
somewhere?
I'm asking, and probably what King Magaru is asking too.
I think Shen grits his teeth and says, I don't know, but Steps of the Sun are going to go take care of that fire over there. You three, of all people, I trust you all to save the day.
Well,
Don't give up.
Right.
None of you.
I'd never give up.
And Shen whistles, and a shadow appears above you all, and Sway, the celestial rock, sweeps down, grabs them, and flies towards a burning building.
Senku turns to Lolo and says, do you have any idea what we might be able to do with this information?
Wave the eggshell around and hope that he sees?
I don't know if he'll notice that. If we had somebody that had the enlarged spell, maybe, but
Maybe, but
I
like,
only know
hey,
shrink.
can't mamas smell their babies or something? Maybe if I do wave it around.
I think, but I don't think that that's a terrible idea. And
Wait, hold on. What if we had someone who was able to just enhance the whole thing? What if we found another team of casters who might be able to cast spells that'll get his attention?
Where are we gonna find one of those?
Where are they? The team from the Megambia.
Speakers to the Wind? Is that what
Yes.
you guys would like to look
Yes.
for?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay,
think-
so
I
you
think
guys are going to need to
Senku
make me the world's scariest gather information check as you roll diplomacy and run through the streets being like, where are the guys from the Magambia? Where are the guys from the Magambia?
Have you seen wizard students?
Where are the
Please.
wizards?
Where are the wizards?
Have you seen
Sorry, I didn't
several
mean
wizard
okay, Sanku
children?
immediately.
Thank God I didn't have to roll
Sanku,
it.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks. Me too.
Sanku,
to- Anything for you guys.
The rest of you like start scooting around. Sanky, you zip around on your broom, and you start you start running.
He's on his. He's not.
Yeah, you start zipping around, zip through the streets, and like I think you stop and you find Winter's Roar, and you see another burning building being blasted with snow by Bjorn as Trough Frostknuckles runs out, grabbing people. You see Sigrid Beale climbing the building and like smashing a wall down so people can get out, and Kelpashar healing people on the outside. And as you get up to them, Sigrid turns to you and says, "Witch Prince, you're all right."
Yes, I'm fine. Do you know where Speakers to the Wind are?
I think they turn to look at each other, and they grit their teeth a little bit before Kel shouts out and says, "Yes, I do. They're over on the. They're closer to the palace. They were helping capture some animals that had escaped from their homes."
Thank you so much. You're a great help. Stay safe, okay?
And you as well.
I think that Senku goes and flies. I think that I think he flies over the burning building and he sort of like used water magic to try and put out some of the fire as
That
he flies
helps.
back.
I think that puts out the last of it. Do you regroup with the others and bring them towards the Speakers to the Wind?
He flies way too fast and skids to a stop for a second while he's still in the air, and he's like,
Okay, I know where they are. Or I think I know where they are. We need to go to the palace, okay?
Okay.
To the palace!
and he side saddle flies everybody to the palace.
Okay, he zaps up, and I think as you get to the palace, we see a woolly mammoth, and it trumpets in confusion as it kind of stumbles around in the streets, and beside it there is a stegosaurus. And the stegosaurus has a Zulgat on its back that's shouting something or other in a language from Avestan. Only for both of these animals to be soothed by a calming spell channeled by each of the members of the Speakers to the Wind. Strings on the River in Keela approaches a few of the people that were taking care of these animals, a traveling circus from far away. And just as the Speakers to the Wind help out this poor traveling circus, you guys arrive on the scene. And Teacher Ayawari turns and he smiles pleasantly and says, "Ah, Radiant Winds. What an interesting day we have."
Interesting, chaotic, day from hell. You can call it whatever.
Netir stands forward and says, "Are you all right? None of you too badly hurt?"
Not really.
We're fine. We need your help.
Nala hops up and down the spot and says, "Well, I think everyone needs our help right now, but say what you will and we'll give our best shot."
Chuji pulls out the shards of egg that they have, and they're like,
This is a really weird question.
"Can you make things big?"
I think they glance at each other, and Ovark says, "Yeah, no, I can't do that. I've gotten a large spell." Aquila turns and looks and says, "Is this an animal shell?"
Yeah.
It's King Mogaru's eggshell. Well, not his eggshell. What we
did
think
make it.
is his egg that he laid, maybe. I don't really know how King Mogaru reproduction works.
And I think Mafika Ayawari just looks a little bit amused and says, well, that's a story I'll be happy to tell my students one day. Come here. If it's the egg of a baby, not only do we want it to get big, you want its scent to be carried.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Halcyon magic is the exact school of magic you're looking for. Students, line up! And each of them steps in line and claps their hands together. And they all begin to cast their own respective spells. And Chuji, that eggshell shard grows to be about the size of a fucking car.
Cool.
It's still lightweight, but oh god, there's a weird smell coming off of it.
Got any wind magic either?
Now we should probably go away from the palace now.
Yeah, we need to get it to sea.
Akil says, you're probably going to need something to, like, trigger it to look at you. Some flash of light will do.
I can do that.
Okay, let's go then.
I've got magic too.
So, what's the plan, the three of you?
We need to get it back into the ocean and out of the city. So if we can get out into the ocean and get it headed towards us, I think that should stop the damage.
I like to think Chuji is carrying this giant fucking shell over their head. As they
You're
run
like
through the
holding in-
streets.
Are you all happy to climb up atop a building near the shore and start waving around trying to distract them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that. You run, you climb atop a tall tower that was spared King Mogaru's destruction, and you stand atop it. Chuji, you hold this eggshell in the air. Sanku, you, I think, maybe channel a wind spell to start pushing the wind towards King Mogaru to have the scent travel this way. And Masami, you spark a few blasts of lightning into the air. And you see King Mogaru turn and look over his shoulder. And his eyes settle on you, Tree.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so
turns
much.
And starts walking towards you, Tree. Very, very quickly.
I hate it.
Head start. Let's move now.
And he opens his mouth.
Oh my god, run.
Everyone, you have unfortunately, while you've done something very smart and very good that I did not see coming, so each of you take a hero point for being very intelligent, because you're gonna need it. You are now in the way of his volcanic breath.
Okay.
Everyone needs
Can
to
I
make
use-
me a reflex save.
Can I use Tidal Shield? We're right by the beach. Like, right by the beach.
I will allow you to do it, and it will give you a +2 on all your saves, everyone.
Okay, so that's a
Okay.
48.
Yeah, 48 for Masami. Chuji, that is going to be a 44 for you. Sanku,
What a 39 at for.
a 39 is not going to do it. So I think, Sanku, what happens is you see him opening up his mouth and there's a glow of lava, and you quickly raise your hands and, using your undying magic, form a bubble of water around you, and you put your hands on your two friends' shoulders and pray to God this will be enough to spare them. Unfortunately, by leaving yourself so open as you protect them, you are going to take the full brunt of 20 D10 fire damage. And the rest of you, you are going to take half of that, unless you have, like, reflex save stuff. Actually, yeah, Chuji, Path to Perfection. You get a critical success. And just as a heads up,
I'm
Chuji,
flying. Yeah.
if Sanku hadn't done Tidal Shields, you would have taken the full thing as well.
Okay, slay.
So, Masami, you don't have a reflex thing.
No.
You're going to take half, Chuji's going to take none, and Sanku's going to take full, okay?
Alright.
Everyone, that's 20 D10, 80 damage. 40 to Masami, 80 to Sanku, and 0 to Chuji. As Chuji, you turn and you spin, and you're running with that fucking eggshell.
They running. They're fucking sprinting.
So you guys are at the beach, right? You're trying to lure him away?
Yes.
There's a few people who are nearby who are, like, looking on in shock. And most of them are starting to run away. But then, like, two of these guys start running out to you guys. Just two random, like, farmers, fishermen, whatever, like, regular Gokans. These two guys, they, like, start sprinting full speed towards you.
What?
Like, there's just two random guys from Goka, instead of running away, are running directly towards you.
Sanku, who is trying to, I think that, like, the edge of one of his, like, of his clothes is, like, singed, and he, like, licks it to burn it out like a wick. And he's like,
What are you doing? Why are you coming here?
One of the guys gets there first, and he jumps, and he leaps through the air, and he grabs onto that eggshell, and holy shit, he's got a hammer.
What?
He slams it down into the eggshell, and it breaks.
What the fuck?
What are you doing?
And the guy lands on both feet and stands up as King Mugaru's eggshell shatters into pieces. And he looks at you, and he takes off his face like a mask. An Oni's mask. Because beneath it are snarling teeth, glowing eyes, and horns. Roll initiative right now.
Oh my god.
Dice will return after these messages. We now return to Dice will roll.
Masami doesn't say anything, but if either of them saw Masami's face, rage.
43.
44.
There's a 35.
Okay, so top of the order is gonna be these Onis, because holy shit, these two ordinary guys, they take off their faces and they lunge forward, and those ordinary clothes are suddenly black-robed hoods. Those ordinary faces are now grey, snarling Oni faces, and their heights double. These two, they're Yai, they're Oni. They lunge forward with a grin and silently get ready to start killing you. So the one on you, Chuji, the one who just shattered the egg, is going to swing that hammer that he was carrying down, which immediately shifts from a hammer into a blade. The shifting rune. A 36 to hit, Chuji.
A fucking miss.
Okay. Next one is going to be a 30 to hit.
What's a crit
critical
miss?
failure.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to know, keen-eyed listeners may have noticed, my crit fails have been really lazy recently. It's because I moved countries and I left behind my crit cards, but guess who's home for the holidays? And guess who found their crit cards? Pinprick! Unfortunately, this creature, this Oni, accidentally cuts himself briefly with his own weapon. So he's gonna take 1 bleed damage every turn now.
Okay, slight work.
And with his last action, he is going to step backwards slightly. And now, Chuji, you and Masami, I think, both instinctively punch forward at this fucking assailant, right?
Yeah.
Except your hand misses completely. There is no Oni there.
What?
He's behind you!
What?
Shadow step. Unfortunately, you're in an area of not great lighting because nowhere's great lighting right now. There's smoke everywhere. He disappears from in front of you and appears behind you with a teleport action, not a move action.
Oh, okay.
And completely silently, he just grins. The other one is going to go for you, Masami. Lunge forward, slash at you with what appeared to just be a paintbrush before, but now turns into a glaive. Does a 38 hit?
Miss.
Okay. Next action does a 42 hit.
Okay, 42 hits.
Okay, this glaive swings down on you, Masami, and that is going to be 33 slashing damage as this Oni cuts into you, and it grins, and it says, "You're far too clever, aren't you?" Alas, the story ends here.
Maybe for you.
And Masami, just like that, it is your turn. Holy shit. This is it. This is exactly what you were afraid of.
The thing is, they have trained under them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So they know exactly how they know at least a little bit how shadows work.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to take out their Staff of Power.
Okay.
And use 3 of their actions to use Continual Flame.
Okay, Masami, gritting your teeth, you pull out a staff from behind you. This fishing rod looking staff you won for your fights during the tournament. And you slam it down on the ground, and a burst of light shoots through the area as a flame appears above you. and you now dispel those shadows. And that is some very quick thinking. And I'm going to give you another hero point for that.
And then... Wait, actually, no, they have to use their full iron action because they don't have their Shokuto out. Yep, that is their turn. It is Continual Flame.
Okay, well, you've disabled a lot of their kit. Masami, you know what these things are, but Chuji and Sanku, you don't. And it's your turn. Chuji, there is one behind you, and it is grinning as it bears down on you. The egg is shattered.
Very cool.
And as you look into the horizon, you see King Mugaru still approaching, still stomping towards you. But then, the damnedest thing. That music that's been playing from who knows where this entire time, it swells. And King Mugaru stops. And then turns and starts walking another direction.
Fuck me. Alright.
So you don't know what these things are? You don't know why King Mugaru just did that? What do you do?
For now, they're just gonna attack this guy. They were already in Stoked Flame stance from just running around. So they're just gonna keep up doing that. And it's going to be... They're gonna 2-action 1-inch punch this guy.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 40.
A 40 is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Okay. It's gonna be 28.
Okay, Chuji, as your fist punches into this creature, it stumbles back a little bit, and that fire on its stomach glows. And it lets out a kind of angry noise, like, fuck's sake. Okay. And I think I will let you realize very quickly, this is something that is true of all Oni, so I think you would know it. You have deactivated its regeneration with your fire.
Okay.
So, good call using your fire there.
Sick. Alright. And then Chuji's going to, 2-act... Or no, fuck. Not that. They're gonna Flurry of Blows at a -5.
Okay. Cool. Go for it.
I shit over myself. A 40 and a 39.
Both of those are hits, so he'll need to make a fortitude save.
Yeah, he will, or else be stunned.
Against your stunning fist.
Yes.
How much damage is that total?
That's gonna be 48 damage.
Holy shit! 48 plus 28 from before? That's what? 56? 76 damage to this guy! What the fuck? Chuji, you wail into this Oni, who, stumbles back, grinning, all the while, amused that it was able to foil your plan. And shit, man! What the fuck? Is that your turn?
Yeah. Did he get stunned?
Oh, yes, good point. Let's see. Let's make that fortitude save. Uh-oh, fortitude isn't his highest roll. Uh-oh, that's a 30.
I was gonna say that doesn't fucking do shit. Is it against my class
What's
DC?
your class DC?
It's 38. Yeah, it doesn't pass.
Okay, Chuji, how did you stun this guy?
I think that their gut punch from before was just like a tester, but now that they know that this guy isn't gonna regenerate, they've taken to beating his sweet face, and they give him a 1-2 punch across the fucking jaw.
I think the eye kind of stumbles back, clutching its jaw, honestly shocked and surprised. And its eyes widen, and it leans forward, and it breathes out. And it's taking a moment trying to pull itself back together before it kicks your ass again. But it is honestly caught so off guard. I think you were more strong than it was expecting.
Bitch.
Which, honestly, come on, guys. Ninja Code 101, don't underestimate your enemies. Sanku,
that's
it is
Masami's entire thing! Oh my god.
So, Sanku, it's your turn. What do you do?
Can I use life boost?
Okay. Yeah, because, right now, Masami is looking pretty okay. Chuji has somehow taken no damage for all this. You were in a bridge that collapsed, and then you were shot by a nuclear lava laser.
To be entirely fair, the bridge that collapsed on me did hardly anything.
Yeah, you got,
is
maybe
true,
you stubbed your toe. Okay, Sanku, life boost. Healing energy shoots through you, and you'll be restoring 17 HP each turn.
Yes, including this turn.
Okay, so that's 17 healing. Nice work. You have 2 actions left.
Don't think I didn't see that. I'm casting Fireball. Wait, can I? Can I cast Fireball? Yes, I can. I'm casting Fireball Scattered Fire. Thank you for putting them in 2 different places.
Okay, Sanku, you tap your chest and then you wave your staff around and fireworks crackle through the air, casting light on these shadow creatures. So they're gonna need to make reflex saves, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, the first one is going to be a success, and the second one is going to be a failure. Wow, the one who's fighting Chuji is getting fucked up. So roll me that damage.
59.
Oh my god, okay. The one fighting Yumasami takes 29 fire damage, and the one fighting Sanku is going to take all 59 of that. Really fucking that guy up, you know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that is going to be your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, it is the Shadow Yai's turns again. The first one is stunned. And it's still kind of like pulling itself together before it shakes its head, and it grits its teeth. And without saying anything else, it just pulls up its bandana around its face, hiding the lower half, and in kind of like a resolute, I'm not going to do that again. And it's going to, in your face, Chuji, it's going to just slash down at you with its glaive.
Okay.
And Chuji, that is going to be a 43.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Well, how does 37 slashing damage sound?
Feels like the first damage I've had this whole session.
Well, you take that. And I think, Chuji, as that glaive passes through you, it's not just slashing. It reverberates through you with sonic damage. You really don't know anything about these things, but shit. It's going to try again with a second glaive attack.
Okay.
And that is going to be a miss, unfortunately.
Yep.
The one fighting Yumasami is just going to also try dodge and weave around you a few times. It can't shadow step anymore, which was a big part of its kit, but it is going to go for a 37, which is a miss.
Miss.
And then it's going to take a step back from you, just a 5-foot step, so not triggering your attack of opportunity. And as it goes, it clangs its glaive on the ground and shoots vibrating energy into you in a sonic missile ranged attack.
Okay.
And that is going to be a critical miss. What happens here is as it clangs its thing on the floor and tries to do it, it actually stuns itself with some of that energy, and it's going to do damage to itself. So that's going to be 32 damage to itself. Wow. Sonic energy shoots through its veins as it pushes its poorly timed reverberation. Masami, it is your turn. You know what these things are, but I'm going to need you to make a recall knowledge check if you want to know exactly what they are. Otherwise, you can just run forward and beat the shit out of them.
Recall knowledge with underworld lore?
I would 100% let you use recall knowledge with underlore.
Fucking thank God. Secret roll, I assume?
Yes, please. I love lying. Okay. Masami, you remember clearly what these creatures are. Shadow Yai. These are the big guns. These are not like... Oni's mask is mostly humans. The fact that there are Onis present, taking part of this, means that something big is going down. This job that you'd heard murmurings of, the money being shifted around that the Golden League caught wind of, something massive is going down, and they are definitely involved in this whole Mogaru thing. Especially since you know that Shadow Yai are not normally the guys you'd send out for a mission like this. Because Shadow Yai are musicians. Their whole thing is that they are extremely good at playing music. They'll often infiltrate palaces as court jesters or bars before, slitting someone's throat, getting out of there. Classic Oni's Mask stuff. You are fighting the shock troopers of Oni's Mask.
I think Masami pauses for a second and goes, musicians. This entire time.
I think the Oni up against you says, "You're awful slow to catch on, aren't you?"
Oh, bold from the man who's gonna get the life beaten out of him if I don't get more answers.
I don't think he recognizes you. I don't think he knows you. So he just laughs at that threat because he does not believe it.
Oh, he will.
You have 2 actions left, 3 if you count the haste stuff from your speed rune.
And the speed rune, I believe, is only on my choke still, right?
Yes, that's right.
Right. Okay. Then for the free action, they're gonna fucking drop.
You can throw it to one of the guys. You can throw it to Lolo. Lolo will hold it. Lolo's got manual dexterity. He'll hold your fucking staff.
Yeah, I think they toss it back to Lolo for a second.
Ah! Grab.
They, without looking back, they just say, "Hold this for me."
If you say so.
They are going to dimensional assault up behind them.
Teleport behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
Going to cast. It's a 45.
A 45 is gonna be a hit. Roll me that damage.
17.
Okay, he takes that 17 damage. You get him good in the side.
And then they're going to spell strike
Okay.
with one of their new spells.
Shh. Okay, what's the new spell?
Unspeakable Shadow. I need a will save.
I don't. Actually, you don't, because you just have to hit him if it's spell strike.
Oh, that's true. Hey. Hey. Ooh, alright. I'm gonna use my hero point, one of my 2 hero points.
Okay, that's because that's a crit fail. He would have not.
Yeah.
That would have been bad for you.
Okay, 40.
A 40 is just a hit. Masami, go for it.
Alright. 14.
Okay, 14 slashing damage as you cut into him with your Chocoto.
And then, considering it's just a fail from the Unspeakable Shadow, target is frightened 3, can't reduce its frightened value below 1 for a minute.
What the fuck? This
Yes.
is an incapacitation? There's no incapacitation fee on this? Holy
no.
shit! You could just
Concentrate,
do
manipulate.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. Masami, how do you fucking do this? How does this work?
I think it doesn't matter that the continual flame is above them. They have their shadow. They have their laughing shadow behind them, but it is not laughing. It mimics their eyes, and Masami's eyes right now, cat eye version of a fucking pinprick.
Ooh, Jesus, okay. I mean, like, this is the worst case scenario for Masami, right? Quite
Yeah.
literally, the worst possible thing. So that's gonna have him frightened 3, right?
That has him frightened 3, and Masami has their Chokuto, like, digging at this thing's throat, and they're like, "You will remember me."
And I think he stumbles back a little bit, genuinely, like, in a cold sweat. It is a wild thing to have an Oni be frightened, but he's scared as hell, and he's gonna be scared as hell. That is one hell of a fucking spell. And he must take at least one of its actions each turn to attack the shadow, which is making a strike ineffectually, or flee from the shadow, using a move action away as though it had a fleeing condition. What the fuck is this spell?
Level 9, baby.
I fucking guess. Cool. That's your turn. Shuji, it's your turn. This fucking Oni, dude, it's really getting fucked up. What do you do?
This fucking Oni needs to die. Needs to die forever. I think that I want to switch to Dragon Stance.
Okay.
So let me do-
Your flaming
I put in
rune
all my
will
stances
mean
at
that you
once.
still do fire damage, so you've got his
Yeah.
regeneration undercover.
Oh, for sure. Chudy. They're gonna kick the shit out of this guy. Multiple times.
Tesco devil his ass.
I might just do that. I might only just hit him once. You know what? I'm gonna 3-action one-hit punch. I love it.
Okay, go for it.
42.
That's gonna be a hit. Roll damage.
50 damage.
Holy shit! Yeah, Chuji,
Yo.
you fucking slam him! Like, he's not doing well at all. Chuji, you, like, swing your foot up, and I think it's like you intentionally missed with the upswing. It's the downswing. You axe kick him in the fucking head, which you had to jump to do, because this guy's like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
It's fucking great. Yeah, 50 fucking damage. Well done. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's enough killing.
Okay, Senku, it's your turn. You are healed for 18 hit points. Thank you. So you have 3 actions. There is a big Oni next to you, and there is a big Oni fighting Masami. The Oni next to you looks pretty badly hurt. What do you do?
I think that I'm going to use... Is it okay if I move, but I stay in the guy's, path? I won't... That doesn't, if I stay in the hittable area, that doesn't trigger...
Yeah, but you can also 5-foot step away.
Oh, I know. That's, I don't want to use that because then I'd have to use too many actions to get where I want to go. Because I would like to move 15 feet.
So you're trying to get behind to flank him with Chuji?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. He won't attack of opportunity you for doing that.
And then I'm gonna cast Frigid Flurry.
Okay, now he's gonna attack of opportunity.
Oh.
So that's gonna be he attack of opportunities you for that. And that is gonna be a miss, Sanku, by 1. He swings his glaive and you have to dodge roll underneath it, land on both feet, turn with your staff, and what are you doing?
I think he is going... I think what happens is that he, because he was still on his, he was still on the staff, I think.
Okay.
So I think that he, you know when you know how the way that some gymnasts will spin on the thing? I think he's ah! And he goes around and then he comes back up and then, it immediately, I think it nearly happens without him really thinking about it. And then he casts Frigid Flurry and it sends a beam.
Okay,
I'm
and that
using
will
my
actually
beams.
that's not just going to hit this one that you're fighting with Chuji, it's going to hit the one that's fighting Masami.
Yes.
So they both need to make reflex saves. And
Yes.
that's going to be a 38 for the first one, which will be a success. And for the second one, that's also going to be a success. Okay, they both passed Sanku. So roll me that damage, you'll take half.
66.
Okay, that's 33 to both of them. Which, real fast, for the one is with you and Chuji, that one is near death. The other one is looking pretty bad, especially frightened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I will say, though, that you can see that their wounds are starting to close back over, because they did... Well, one of them is. The one up top is going to start regenerating. The one here has unfortunately got Chuji on his ass.
But didn't I cast a fire spell on it?
It only lasts for 1 round. That's how regeneration works.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shadow Yai's turn. So like I said, the one up top is going to restore 15 HP. But the one down below is not. The Shadow Yai up top snarls, and it's going to try strike at its shadow. It just swings wildly. Get away! Get away! And then, with its second attack, with a -5 to attack, is going to try stab at you, Masami. A 36 to hit. That's a miss, right?
Miss.
It's a miss by 4. If he had attacked you first, that would have been a hit.
Yep.
Oh, well. With his last action, he's going to take an action just 5-foot step away from you, backing up, snarling. Who are you?
I think Masami's tails swish behind them, and they go, "You'll remember. I'll make you."
Jesus, what the fuck? The one here with Chuji and Sanku, it snarls and it says, "We'll finish the job. I'm immortal." And Chuji, he swings his glaive at you.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 38 to hit, which is a miss. And it swings then to attack into Sanku instead. That's going to be a 38 to hit, Sanku. That's a hit. So you are going to take 33 sonic and slashing damage. How are we holding up, bud? Dave?
Oh, me? Is it my turn again? Or
No, David.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're okay. You've been hit by the Oni.
Oh, okay. I took 33 damage.
Yep.
Well, let's hope that I don't get hit again by the
Yeah, because you're not looking well at all, huh?
No, I'm currently also near death.
Well, he's gonna try to stab you. Let's go.
Oh, well, let's go.
39 to hit, I'm afraid, with a -10. That is a hit by 1.
Hooray.
Can he take you out? 38 damage.
Doesn't
How
take
much
me
HP
out.
do you have?
I have an amount that I will check. 6. I have 6.
The Oni stab, stab, stab. It misses at you, Tsuchuji, before turning around and stabbing the shit out of Sanku. Masami, it is your turn. Oh, the Oni also takes 1 bleed damage, lol.
Lol.
Masami, it is your turn. This guy is scared as fuck of you. What do you do?
I think because of their last action, then they're going to go into Arcane Cascade first.
Okay. So, energy shivers and swims around you, hiding you from the Oni. And what kind of thing is this? Mental?
It's mental.
Okay, that cool crown appears around you. Masami, you've got 2 actions left. 3 if you use your speedrun. What's up?
Is it going to be an action to call back the staff from Lolo?
No. It would be... You'd have to wait until Sanku's turn, which is soon, for Lolo to spend an action to throw it over to you.
Okay. Then I think they're just going to... I don't think they're going to get closer.
Okay.
All 9 tails are out. Foxfire.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's a hit. Roll damage. Oh, wait. Is this fire?
Yes, it's fire.
Oh, no. He doesn't like that. Masami, as 9 of your tails unfurl and you blast a mystic fire through the air at him, he takes 14 damage and his regeneration is turned off. And you have 2 actions left. Well, technically 1.
They're going to use that action to very menacingly use their free action to walk 5 feet towards them.
Yeah, you just like fucking JoJo walk towards him and he's like backing away.
I think they're dragging their Chocoto on the floor.
Senku and Chuji, as you were looking over, this is a different Masami. You don't know this person. He's like, get away! Get away! Very obviously
You wanted
distressed.
this fight. You want to finish the job. I know the feeling.
Hey, yo! Why is Masami kind of hot right now? Chuji, it's your turn.
When is Masami not kind of hot?
Masami's always fucking hot.
Chuji, it's your turn. This guy's beating the shit out of your little boy.
That's my boy. That's my son. My son friend.
Some boy Sanku.
My son boy Sanku. Sunku.
Don't laugh at that. That I am going to... How much... Man, this guy looks like shit.
Yeah, he is very obviously on the brink of death.
I may as well 2 action and then flurry. Because that does the most damage.
I have to ask, are you going for a KO, or will this be our first murder in the game?
This Oni just smashed apart a shell that was going to help save a lot more people in Goka. There's a lot of people dying right now because King Magaru is just running through the city and they're getting crushed, and it's thousands by the minute at this point. So I think that Shuji doesn't mind killing this fucking person. This is a murderer.
Oh!
That's a 48.
Crit because he's flat-footed.
I need you to know, Shuji grew up in this fucking city. All of their memories are here.
He has his back to you. How much damage is that?
That's 70 damage.
He has 70 HP! How do you do this? He's got his back to you, he's menacing Sanku.
Oh god. I think that Chuji sees him literally accosting their friend, and remembers how fucking awful this person is. And I think like just before they rev up their leg, but they kick him in the back of the neck.
Chuji, you leap up, you spin, and that foot kicks him in the back of the neck, and as you're spinning, there's a loud crack, and he lets out a... And Sanky, you see this motherfucker die in front of you.
Oh, gosh.
I don't think you guys are strangers to killing. You're adventurers, but it's been a hot minute before you had to murder someone. You know,
It's been a minute, and also Senku's never exactly enjoyed seeing it happen in front of him, so he's like, ugh.
I will point out, if he didn't have that one bleed damage, he would still be alive.
That's crazy.
That's so funny. Shuji, how many actions was that?
That was 2 actions. That was a 2-action 1-inch punch.
You have one action left then. Sanku, you see Chuji V-signing from the other side. Then what does Chuji do?
Okay.
They are not V-signing. They look pretty pissed right now. Honestly, they can't really do anything except for run up to the other guy.
Okay, you can help by flanking.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to flank him with Masami.
Okay, you dash behind the Shadow Yai, and you are now flanking with Masami. Sanku, Witch Prince of the Sea, it is your turn. Masami, are you signaling for the staff?
Yes.
Okay, Lolo's on your shoulder and says, Sanku, look over there. It looks like Masami wants their staff back. You should have me throw the staff back to Masami.
Okay, can you do that for me?
Yes! Ah! He fucking zips through the air. You give him one action to zip over, and he puts that in your hand, Masami. You've got the staff again.
Okay.
That was
and
only one
now he's-
action, right?
Yeah, that was only one action. You got 2 left.
Okay, well, I cast Fireball.
Unfortunately, the way that he's positioned, you're probably gonna have to catch one of them in it, like Shuji or Masami. But frankly, they've got such high reflexes, it's probably fine.
Chuji, I'm sorry.
I mean, Chuji also has Path to Perfection.
Thanks for saving my life, Chuji. Suck my dick. So Chuji and the Shadow Yai are gonna need to make a reflex save. That is gonna be 34. So that's a fail. Chuji?
38. Crit success.
Literally because you rolled an exactly Sanku's DC. So Chuji, you take no damage from this, and he takes 58 fire damage. Yikes. He is not looking so hot right now. Is that your turn, Sanku?
Yeah, Senku's staying away.
Okay. Masami, it is your turn. This guy is being fucked up by his shadow. He's very afraid. He's very afraid of you. You are obviously not doing super hot either because, again, worst case scenario. And I think only you have realized how bad it is right now. You got 3 actions, technically 4. What do you do?
With the staff, I think they're gonna cast a 7th level cone. No, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. We're doing lightning bolt.
Okay, shit. Go for it. He has to make a reflex save.
Yeah, and they're pointing in a way that isn't towards Chuji.
That's a 33. That's a failure. Roll me that damage.
Damage is
Oh, that's a lot of d12s.
58.
Holy shit! Okay. Oh my god, he's near death. That lightning surges through him and he screams out in agony.
Then they are going to free action drop the staff. And with
Okay.
their sword, they are going to spell strike
Oh my fucking god.
with a gouging claw.
Okay. Oh, I don't like it. I just heard.
49.
Did I just hear the fucking crit sound? Oh god.
You did hear the crit sound.
Okay. Lethal or non-lethal?
For the time being, non-lethal. For the time being.
Okay. Roll me that damage.
So damage is 30. And then gouging claw damage, 41.
So that's 71 times 2, 142 damage. 44 damage.
Yep.
144 damage. Okay, cool. How do you do this?
So they blast lightning, I think, like on their left side, like I think right at I think it's the oblique? Yeah, the left oblique. So there is just like a searing hole of lightning there, because it's a line attack, right?
Okay.
Then their staff drops as they spin with their sword and their kitsune claw. Just slash with the sword, and I think they stop a little bit with their claw. Because again, I did say time being.
He drops to his knees, and he is completely unable to fight anymore. He's just shivering. You fucked him up bad. Shuji, Sanku, and Masami, you stand around a kneeling Shadow Yai, an assassin from Oni's mask. He's just kind of blubbering to himself because Unspeakable Shadow frightened him so bad. He'll be able to talk soon, but Chuji, I think Masami maybe gestures for you to fucking tie his wrists ASAP.
Absolutely, they tie his wrists together.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna heal.
Take as long as you need. You might not want to look.
Alright, I'm gonna go over here. Senku is gonna take, he has a few healing potions, moderate healing potions, and I think I'm gonna have him use...
Okay, so Sanku, you start downing some potions. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have him use 2, and then he's just gonna keep healing from there with his regular stuff.
Masami and Chuji, you've got this Shadow Yai, and he's slowly but surely coming to after Unspeakable Shadow stops bugging the fuck out of him.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, Chuji is not gonna get in the way of Masami on this one. Yeah.
Masami, I think, sheathes their weapon and instead takes out both of their kama. They hold it to the Oni's neck. Both of them.
Yeah, the Oni flinches a little bit, but, grits their teeth.
Before you die, you will remember. I don't know how long you've been in this position specifically, but you really should keep your little foxes in check.
Huh. We thought you were dead.
2 regular foxtails was able to trip you up.
I think he just kind of, looks at you. He doesn't say your name. He's not giving you that satisfaction. But he recognizes you. He knows who you are. And he shrugs and says, "So glad then that you could live to see the greatest job Oni's mask have ever taken. The assassination of Goka. And ultimately, the assassination of Hao Jin."
Were Devil's Dues part of your little trick?
Who the fuck are you talking about? What?
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 The new Jiangxi.
What Jiang? No, I don't know anything about Jiangxi.
Do you know anything about the Lightkeepers?
Who? What?
What the fuck is going on here?
You're a separate job.
If you're trying to get information out of me, you're shit out of luck. I only know that I was supposed to be here and to play that music. And to stop anyone from distracting Mogaru. And you know what? I think I did a pretty good job, all things considered.
Genda was always really meticulous with who he let in information anyway. That's fine. I see the glint in your eye. You know me, and that's all I need to hear. And without a second word, they behead them.
Senku is looking away, hears that and is like, "What?" He turns around and he goes, "Ah!"
Chuji's got blood on their fucking shirt. They're behind him, and they're like,
I was gonna ask him where the music was coming from, but yeah.
I know where it's coming from.
Okay.
I didn't tell you. My former boss was a Tengu.
Oh?
What other Tengu musician do we know?
Oh.
There's a reason why that man was very, very intent on knowing me.
Holy shit.
This entire fucking time. We saved him. That was all part of his plan.
Oh my god.
So I will say one thing. Masami, you did not recognize Master Razu.
No, they didn't.
But that's not a surprise. Master Razu is a young man and speaks in a voice you've never heard of. But for reasons that will become apparent to Senku and Chuji later, that's not a surprise to you. this is kind of your old boss's thing.
Yep.
And it would seem that whatever the hell is going on, Devil's Dues and, you suppose, the Lightkeepers for some reason, they are not involved in the Oni's Mask side of things. You don't know what that means yet. But you do know that whatever is happening, it's not just some random mooks from Oni's Mask, it is the whole shebang. And you know where to find the person behind what's going on. The person behind the music. And Senku, I think, as you're discussing this, something jumps out at you, something you remember hearing.
Mm-hmm.
In the museum with Kyumai Shai, where she talked to you about King Mogaru.
Mm-hmm.
You remember her telling you that King Mogaru could be supernaturally charmed by music.
Oh my god.
That's why King Mogaru has been stomping around for no real reason. Because someone has been guiding him to.
I think Senku sort of like he's still sitting on his staff. And he sort of reaches out and he grabs Masami's shoulder and he's like,
So it's your leader or not your leader, the leader of the Oni's Mask is that Tengu musician?
Razu.
No, again, not his real name.
King Mogaru can be charmed with magic. Or not magic. He can be charmed with music. That's the reason that he's doing this. He's making him do that.
We need to stop that music.
Yes, we do.
To the opera house, then.
Let's go.
Okay.
So you guys turn and look at each other. You've put together the mystery of what is happening with Oni's Mask. And you rush towards the opera house, where standing atop it, far in the distance, a Tengu plays a musical instrument and looks out at this monstrous kaiju which walks directly towards it, smashing hundreds of lives beneath it as it goes.
This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Better Than Stormcrow, Sam Stryker, Sakan Ashra, Tony Saunders, Mitha, Ari Graham, Arave, Nex, Minty Belmont, GP Dora, Lemon Jam Tart, Marshmallow Berry, Ferric Falcon, Luis Loza, Aries, Alexander Criswell, May Cohen, Kendra West, Genuinely Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Platonic, Bal Punyan, Johnny the Catman, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillin Shark, Glitch HD, Jace Snooks, Zenith Drums, Thorbjorn, Sophia Varela, G. Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Sarah B., Seth, Ravona Darkglow, Kiera, Lichalope, Gizmo, Matthew, Cass, Faybell Mickelduff, Ava, Chris Lipman, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk 44, Steph, Sean C., Natasha Lee Lumley, Rhiannon C., Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Triceratops, Gray Kitsune, Anna Maria, Jordan, Cynical Spinstress, Emmeline Lerderna, John the Book Hoarder, SS66 Cedar, SS66 Seeker, Dame Valerie III. If you'd like to see what you can get for your support, check out patreon.com/dicewillroll today.